Alright, guys. You made it. This is it. Last one. Alright, and now this time you're turning in your complete APA paper. Remember that you already did all the rest of it. You did the intro, method, and results sections. So make sure that you're incorporating all my feedback from your earlier assignments, because I'm going to be looking at that. And because this is worth more points than your other assignments, it will improve your grade overall by making those earlier edits. So remember that this is still a proposal, so everything's in future tense. I mean, it's kind of similar to what's on here on that guide that I made. You're going down to the discussion section, and the main things are, first, you want to say that each of your hypotheses are predicted to be supported. You might even just have one hypothesis, that's fine too, but just say it came out, you predict that it will come out as you expected it to. And then this would be longer and more complicated if we had actually done this study, of course. But for right now, you just want to say how your study was similar to the articles that you read in the introduction, and you want to say how it was different from them. So all of your articles from the first section, the introduction section, have to reappear in here. And it can be brief. You can just be like, my results are similar to what was found in earlier research, and you could put all of the citations for those studies in parentheses. And you could say my results are different from what was found in earlier research, and you can put them all in parentheses, like all the citations in parentheses. They just all have to appear again somewhere. And so that's why I'm saying this is like brief here, because it's hard to know exactly how it's going to be different or the same. But probably you found studies that predicted what you are predicting, and probably you found studies that did not predict what you were predicting. You could even say things when you're talking about how they're different, your results are different. You could say, like, you could be talking about different methods, like I used a survey but other people used an interview or something like that, or I used college students but other people used high school students or something. My results are different from. I'm sorry. All right. Okay. And then 2 other parts. Next, like, talk about the limitations of your study, but don't throw it under the bus. Just say something like maybe you could have included more participants, or maybe more racial differences and ethnicities, or maybe people from other countries, other cultures. Like, there's always ways that you could improve your study. So just state a couple of those ways that you could improve your study, and then say something like, discuss a couple of future research ideas, like next time a person could study something, like something else that hasn't been done yet in this topic. And then say why someone would find this interesting. Like, what did your study add? And feel free to reach out if you have questions about this, but you could say who might use the information from your study, such as coaches or police officers or something like that. And that's kind of like all that I'm repeating right here. I did give an example of other limitations on this website. If you scroll down, you can just see like culture bias, the timing, financial resources, sample size, blah, blah, blah. There's some things that could be limitations. All right. Reach out if you have any questions.